Hi, this is Mark Franco, and this is Snap Language Learner. As promised in the last video about coordinating conjunctions, this is a practice video. Practicing is really important for you to learn English or any language. So let's get to it. Let's do a quick review first. In this video, we looked at coordinating conjunctions and, but, so, or, and, or, else. So and expresses an addition. That's when you have two similar ideas and you connect them together in one sentence. But expresses a contrast or difference between ideas. So you're connecting the sentences and you're showing that these ideas are in contrast. So expresses a logical conclusion or an effect. So there's one idea, and the other idea is a conclusion, a logical conclusion of the first. You use so, or shows options between things or alternatives. Now, or again, and or else show a different possibility or a negative consequence. Especially this last one, this is where sometimes people get a little confused, and we'll clarify that. So let's get started. It's a very simple exercise. I'll give you two ideas and you connect them using and, but, so, or else. Sometimes you may have different options here. I'm making too many mistakes. I need to review the lesson. Oh, the poor woman, she's like, ah. So I'm making too many mistakes, so I need to review the lesson. That's a logical conclusion if you're making too many mistakes. We can go to the zoo if you're up for it. We can go to the beach. Now pay attention to if you're up for it. To be up for something means you want to do something or you would like to do something. So we can go to the zoo if you're up for it. We can go to the beach. We can go to the zoo if you're up for it, or else we can go to the beach. You could use or here as well, but or else expresses this idea that if you're not up for it, that's something else that we can do. That's another possibility. So we can go to the zoo if you're up for it, or else we can go to the beach. What would you like to do for dinner? We can stay home, we can order pizza, we can go out for sushi. We can stay home and order pizza, or we can go out for sushi. Now notice that the first two ideas are we can, well, the third one as well, right? We can. You don't need to repeat we can when you join sentences using and. So we can stay home and order pizza, or we can go out for sushi. Before I go to school, I want to go home. I want to take a shower. Now you see that repetition there again. Before I go to school, I want to go home and take a shower. John speaks French fluently. He has a hard time with the pronunciation. He speaks French fluently. Oh, there's a contrast there. John speaks French fluently, but he has a hard time with the pronunciation. I understand Spanish. I can't speak it very well. I can understand Spanish, but I can't speak it very well. Notice here we kept both ideas as full, complete sentences. I can understand Spanish. I can't speak it very well. So you need a comma before but. I can understand Spanish, comma, but I can't speak it very well. Or you can get rid of the second subject and say, I can understand Spanish, but can't speak it very well. And there's no comma there because the second sentence now is not a complete sentence. I can understand Spanish, but can't speak it very well. So no comma. Do you need help? Can you do it yourself? Do you need help or can you do it yourself? Susan can't play the piano very well. She's taking lessons. Now careful with this one. It's Susan trying to play the piano. Susan can't play the piano very well, but she's taking lessons. Now you may have had a different idea here, which would be Susan can't play the piano very well, so she's taking lessons. So you can see how when you use a different coordinating conjunction, but or so, you change the idea because coordinating conjunctions, they join the sentences and also show how the ideas are related. She's learning how to play the piano. She's learning how to sing. She's learning how to play the piano and sing. So you got rid of a lot of repeated words there. She's learning how to in both sentences. So she's learning how to play the piano and sing. However, this can be misleading. Here you could understand that she's learning how to play the piano and sing at the same time. You know, when people play the piano and sing all at the same time, so she's learning how to play the piano and sing. What if she's learning two different things? In that case, you'd say she's learning how to play the piano and how to sing. So she's learning two different things. She's learning how to do two different things. She's learning how to play the piano and sing, or she's learning how to play the piano and how to sing. My laptop is very old. I need to buy a new one. I don't have enough money. Poor woman. I think she bought her laptop when she was in college and she still has it. My laptop is very old, so I need to buy a new one, but I don't have enough money. So here you're connecting three ideas. My laptop is very old, so I need to buy a new one, but I don't have enough money. Okay, before we continue, I'd like to thank you for your support. There are many ways you can support the channel. For example, you can like this video, share the video to someone that you think might be interested in learning all this information. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribing helps a lot. And when you do, click the bell for all notifications. Okay, so let's continue. You should get a new laptop soon. You may lose all your data. You may lose all her grandchildren's photographs. You should get a new laptop soon, or else you may lose all your data. So here you see or else being used to introduce a negative consequence. It's a warning. You should get a new laptop soon, or else there's a bad consequence, or else you may lose all your data. I need to be at the airport at 6 a.m. I ought to go to bed early. Now, ought to means it's a good idea for me to do that. I should do that. So I need to be at the airport at 6. It would be a good idea to go to bed early. I ought to go to bed early. I need to go to the airport at 6 a.m., so I ought to go to bed early. If I don't go to bed early, I ought to go to bed early. I'll be sleepy all day tomorrow. There you go. Consequences of bad choices. I ought to go to bed early, or else I'll be sleepy all day tomorrow. Again, or else, showing a negative consequence. Oh, well, we changed colors here because this is for intermediate learners. We're going to see how to express a result, a purpose, and a reason. So my viewers support the channel so I can continue making videos. Here is just a logical conclusion. My viewers support the channel. So the result is that I can continue making videos. My viewers support the channel, so I can continue making videos. My viewers support the channel, so I can continue making new videos. So this is very different meaning. Why do my viewers support the channel? What do they have in mind? Why are they doing that? So my viewers support the channel so I can continue making videos. That's what they want me to do. That's why they're doing that. That's their purpose in supporting the channel. There's a that's hiding there. They support the channel so that I can continue making new videos. So you see, it's very different from the first sentence. My viewers support the channel so I can continue making videos. And my viewers support the channel so I can continue making videos, or so that I can continue making videos. And of course, you can also express the reason by using because. I can continue making videos because my viewers support the channel. So you flip the ideas therefore to use because. Hey, I'd like to know who you are, so please say hello. Leave a comment and tell me where you're from and why you're learning English. This way I can make videos that support your learning, but I need to know who you are a little better. So tell me where you're from, why you're learning English, or anything else you want to say. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for sticking around. And after the theme song, stick around for a very, very brief message. Thank you. Bye. Forgetting is part of learning, so we need a lot of practice to learn something well. That's why Snap Language has both a YouTube channel and a website. You watch a video on YouTube and learn something. Before you forget it, look in the video description for links to free extra materials and exercises on the website. Look at all these exercises. You can also go to the website first and find a lesson. The lesson may take you to a video. Cool, huh? The Snap Language Learner channel and website work together so you can learn, practice, and remember. Well, then I'll see you on YouTube or at snaplanguage.com.